Alright guys, welcome to this episode on the 1 minute, 5 minute chart correlation. So let's say you see this stock that you like and you want to get into it, and you get in and let's say you buy somewhere around here, this area, and you want to know if this is going to continue to run up once you get in there. Always look at the bigger charts to find out, like the dailies, to see which direction the market is going. Is it going to a down or is it going up? You get to 30 minutes. Always look at those big ones before you get in, because it will help you know which momentum is going. But once you're in here, these are my indicators that I use. So let me show you what we got in here. You got the opening range, which is these yellow lines that will kind of give you what the opening market starts at. You got the VWAP, which is the purple. The simple moving average, which is the yellow, which stays really close to the candles. And the 50 simple moving average, which is the blue one. And then of course I got the whole moving averages, the 5, 9, and 11, which are the green, red ones that turn in there. They kind of help me with the heartbeat of the market. If you've seen my falling knife strategy and 50% strategy, those are the ones I'll show you how, explain more how I do those whole moving averages. And of course, down the bottom here I got my volume, which you always need before you get into a trade. Make sure you got enough volume so you can get in and get out quicker. And your TTM squeeze with the momentum, which helps you, which I'll explain how that works. And of course I got my study trend lines. Those guys are the ones that draw the lines automatically for me. It helps me mark them as I'm going. It's pretty cool. It works out really good. Alright, how does this work? So you got in, you saw this trade, and I got the 9 in it, but when you got in, the VWAP is between the 9 and the 50. Now you already know that if the VWAP is between those two, it likes to pull the stock back to the VWAP. So that's where back to the 50, so you have to be careful with that. But once the 50 crosses above and the VWAP is beneath it, then you're looking at a healthy trade, because then you got a nice little run. You have your 9, the 50, the VWAP, and just going to start moving. So you're okay. Once it starts to separate, that's when you have to be a little bit more cautious, because it likes to come back and test that VWAP section. Now you sit through here and you're seeing that this market is not moving. So you're right here and it's not doing anything, just sitting there. You're kind of wondering, like, okay, now from like almost 11:20 to about right here, about almost 2 o'clock, around 1:50, nothing is going on. So you kind of wonder, like, should I stay in here or what should I be doing? Because that's a long time to be sitting there with the market not moving. It can easily just fall on you. That's where that 5 minutes comes in. When you go to the 5 minutes, and I'm going to mark it, what do you say, about 150 around there is when we're looking at, which is right where this green candle is. This is a big range that's just been sitting there waiting to find out, should I stay in or should I get out? Well, that's when you look at the 50. The 50 is slowly creeping up. So this is a good sign. You want that, because you want that to be your to cross over that VWAP. And as soon as it crosses over that VWAP, there's always going to be a push to the upside, because it works together. And notice it happened around 150 we were looking at earlier. That's when it crossed over and the energy came back in. So it kind of helps you see if there's a good time, not to get out too early, or if the stock is going to be falling on you. Is that 50 line is the one that helps you stay in, because as long as it keeps moving up, it's healthier for you. Okay, so when do you get out? Well, once you get here marked in here, go back to the 1 minute. 1 minute's easier to look at these. Alright, once I get this big huge separation in here, that's when I'm careful, because it's already, the VWAP is telling you that this is where the market likes to stay at. It did its thing, it did its run, but as soon as you get the big huge separation and then you get the candles that break beneath the 50, sometimes it'll touch it, it'll break it, but when it breaks underneath it and it stays underneath it, and you're already seeing the high of the day, even though it did it like 20 times on the way up, this is your biggest thing. That's when you know that it's done. Right there. Because now it's underneath it and it's felling, and it's time to get out before you lose your money. And you can see it came all the way back down to the VWAP. And then after that, I decided to stick around that area. So this is how it helps you between the 1 minute and the 5 minute correlation, guys. Now, down here, the TTM squeeze. We'll go back to another thing that will help you. Alright, so we're sitting in this area. You're wondering if you should get in or should get out. And you notice how the TTM squeeze does a healthy thing. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So when the market is going, this is going down, the market should be going down. So, but when it goes up, you notice that is about as far as it's going to run to the downside. So you're okay because now you're working your way back up. So you're like, all right, is it going to fall? Well, now it's coming back down. But notice that now you have no more downsides. It's up, flat, up, like there's no more down. So that's another good indication that you're okay. You don't have to worry about falling. But once you get up here, then you start seeing that you're starting to get downsides, but there's no more upsides. Once it came back to the upside, it stayed down. And then now it's working its way back down. So this is a really big sign that it's done. Okay, and you still got your volume, you still got everything you need. Time to sell, and you make your profits. Alright, guys. Hopefully this will help you with the 1 minute, 5 minute correlation. And see you guys in the trading room.